talking about that time. That time her daughter was, one of her daughters, I don't know which one it was. I don't even know the difference between the two. That time her daughter was pregnant.
I'm gonna make sure I post both of these videos, all 3 of them, whatever, on my TikTok. Y'all don't owe me an apology. But what y'all do owe is my 13-year-old child an apology.
I never said which daughter it was. So for her to go online and say, it's sad that they have to talk about a 13-year-old, just confirms that it was the 13-year-old.
Brianna Olsen is about to be canceled in the worst way possible. And honestly, she deserves it. Because after what she just did to Ash Trevino's 13-year-old daughter, it is beyond disgusting. She didn't just start drama, she accused a literal child of being pregnant and shared private details that were never hers to reveal. And even though Ash Trevino already responded, calling the pregnancy rumors completely false, people still refused to believe her. She said the whole thing started because she went to a baby shower, bought a few baby items, and fans twisted it into something that it wasn't. But that didn't stop the internet. Under her post, people were still leaving comments like, how would she know? She's never around her kids. So no matter what Ash said, the rumor kept growing, all because Brianna decided to throw gasoline on it. Now people are calling this one of the most disturbing influencer moments of the year. Because whether Brianna made it up or not, she dragged a 13-year-old into a grown-up internet chaos. And that is just not something that you can come back from. So let's get into what actually happened. Brianna Olsen, who used to hang around Ash Trevino, went live and started telling this wild story about Ash's daughter, Evie. In the clip, she claimed that Evie was pregnant, didn't know who the dad was, and that Ash was supposedly planning to take the fall by pretending that the baby was hers. Like, what? That is not just messy gossip, that is straight up a violation. You are talking about a child, not another influencer.
And I'm talking about that time. That time her daughter was, one of her daughters, I don't know which one it was. I don't even know the difference between the two. That time her daughter was pregnant and I guess like either got rid of it or something. I don't know. And I guess she didn't know who the dad was. And so she was kind of like gonna take the fall. If her daughter would have had the kid, she was gonna take the fall and be like, oh, it's my baby.
The second that video hit TikTok, people lost it. Some believed her right away. Others were shocked she'd even say something like that publicly. And the worst part, it took less than 24 hours for people to start picking apart photos of Evie, claiming that she looked pregnant in old videos. Because of one influencer's mouth, a 13-year-old is now getting picked apart by millions of strangers.
So Ash Trevino just popped up on my For You page for the first time in a long time, and they were calling her Grandma Ash, and I just thought they were calling her that because she looked like a grandma. Her 13-year-old daughter is pregnant. Doesn't know who the father is. Ash Trevino was on live the other day shopping for baby clothes and pretending like it was hers for a skit.
Here's the thing, no matter how you spin it, Brianna is wrong. Like, there is no version of this where she doesn't look bad. If she made it up, she's lying about a child for clout. And if it's true, then she just shared private information about a minor on the internet for views. Either way, it's disgusting. And personally, I think she did it out of spite. You can tell that this wasn't about telling the truth. It was about getting back at Ash. Because if you've got beef with someone, handle it with them. Don't drag their kid into it just because you're salty. Especially when that kid hasn't done anything wrong to you. She probably doesn't even understand half of the hate being thrown her way right now. So yeah, after that clip started spreading everywhere, Ash had no choice but to respond. She hopped on her Snapchat, because of course she did, and said straight up that her daughter was not pregnant. She told everyone that the rumors were fake, that it got twisted, and that people needed to leave her family alone. Ash even explained that she was buying baby stuff because she was going to a baby shower, but somehow people still didn't believe her.
Okay, the baby stuff that I have bought was for a baby shower this weekend that I went to. Alexa, volume down, please. Actually, a baby shower that I went to this weekend. So please stop with the rumors. But yeah, so my daughter is not, you know what, I don't know why y'all continue to say that.
Like, it's actually wild how fast the internet will convince itself of anything, especially when it sounds messy. And even when Ash was begging people to stop dragging her daughter, nobody listened. The internet just kept running with their own version of the story, all because Brianna couldn't keep quiet.
I'm gonna make sure I post both of these videos, all 3 of them, whatever, on my TikTok. Y'all don't owe me an apology. But what y'all do owe is my 13-year-old child an apology. Because y'all don't know what y'all put her through.
And that's where things really crossed the line, if you ask me. Now, right after Ash's response went up, the internet lost it. People were commenting nonstop, some defending Ash, others trying to justify what Brianna said. And I don't even know how to explain this, but a few people were actually siding with Brianna. Like, this one comment said, Bri only lies about her business, not other people's business, so I believe her. I'm sorry, what kind of logic is that? You're basically saying she lies, but only selectively. So then there was another one saying, I wholeheartedly believe Evie was pregnant because in that video with Junior, she had gained weight. So now gaining weight is pregnancy proof? Be serious. The way that people on the internet will diagnose you through pixels is actually terrifying. And it didn't stop there. Someone else wrote, Evie was pregnant. If you see in the old videos, she puked one morning while Ash was on live, and that's when she said she was craving pretzels. Ash told her, don't say that, we're on live, and that was all around the same time. Are we serious right now? You're connecting morning sickness to pretzels like it is a full-blown investigation. But then there was this one comment, the one that actually got it right, that was not her tea to spill. They are still minors. And that right there is the point. That's what every normal person is trying to say. Even if Brianna thought that the rumor was true, it was never her story to tell. Because the moment you bring a kid into it, everything changes. And the craziest part, instead of backing off when people started calling her out, Brianna kept doubling down. Like she wanted the attention. She didn't learn anything from the backlash. If anything, she got bolder. She went on to post another video saying that she didn't even know which daughter was pregnant and that she never mentioned the 13-year-old by name in the first place. But then she suddenly switches it up and claims she's now sure which one it is.
I never said which daughter it was. So for her to go online and say, it's sad that they have to talk about a 13-year-old, just confirms that it was the 13-year-old.
Like she just went from, I don't know who it was, to actually I'm positive it's this one, about a child. It's not only reckless, it is wrong in so many ways. Brianna and Ash actually used to be friends, or at least close enough to hang out and film together. There are old clips of them joking around, posting TikToks side by side, even defending each other at one point. There's one video where Ash calls out one of her boyfriends and acts a little flirty on live, and guess who is sitting right there laughing in the background? Brianna.
What you doing, babe?
What, puppy?
What you doing?
Missing you.
Yeah?
Ash.
They had history. So when people saw Brianna turning on Ash like this, it hit different because this wasn't some random outsider spreading gossip. This was someone who had been in her house, seen her kids, and shared meals with her. After their fallout, Brianna started posting shady stuff nonstop, jabs about Ash's parenting, her relationships, even her appearance, and at one point, she even went as far as criticizing the way that Ash acted on live, hinting that she wasn't exactly sober during some of her streams.
She gets fucked up off Dos Equis, and then she gets on live and just acts a fool. And look, been there, done that, bitch. I've had my times. Alright? But like, still at this age, really, girl? Really, this time, for real? Oh my god. Like, there's no way. Like, you have everything that you want. Why wouldn't you just straighten up? Like, you have, like, obviously money, like, right? Or so she claims. You have money, you have a man, right? Like, why wouldn't you go, like, do the things that you want to do?
It's like she made it her full-time job to tear Ash down. And the fact that she eventually turned her attention towards Ash's children, that's when it crossed from petty to cruel. At this point, everyone is waiting to see what happens next. Will Brianna actually face real consequences, or will this blow over like every other influencer scandal? Because one thing is for sure, the internet doesn't forget. And when the person you hurt is a young girl who never even asked to be in the spotlight, it is not something people can just move on from. Ash has gone quiet again, probably trying to protect her daughter, but fans are demanding accountability. Some are even saying if legal action could be taken, online since Brianna spread private and possibly false information about a minor. And honestly, that might be where this is heading, because this isn't just a bad look. This could end her career. And if this backlash keeps growing the way that it is, Brianna Olsen might not just be canceled online, she might be done for good. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.